The story begins with the 4 generals of the Demon Army Academy. They are going to fire a demon named Dark Soldier Dariel. He has been a part of the Demon King's army all his life. He is a 32-year-old boy whose father was a demon, but he is retired now. These 4 army generals are the most potent dominating entities. They are rude and brutal and call the Dark Soldier Dariel so dull and imbecilic. He can't use magic, which is the most empowering attribute of demons. On the other hand, Dariel cannot make even smaller magic tricks. That's why they humiliate and fire him. He is cynical and stressed because he has nothing to do now. He has served in the army all his life, so he doesn't know anything else to spend his entire life ahead. Wandering in the forest and searching for food is the only thing he is doing right now. His friend tries to converse with him but needs more interest in talking. Suddenly, a young girl called Malika rushes towards him and jumps over his head. A monstrous monkey is chasing her, so Dariel wants to save her. However, using a human weapon is not his cup of tea. Saving and protection are in the aura of his personality. His inner self doesn't allow him to endanger a human's life, no matter how demons hate humans. He picks up the weapon and recalls a memory about using the knife and applying it now. He stabs the knife with all his force to kill the monkey and it is finally dead. Malika is exceptionally grateful to Dariel for saving her from the most significant danger. She pushes him to come to the village because she wants to thank him in a better way. When she mentions a good meal, Dariel agrees to land at her place, as he has been starving for days. In the next scene, she introduces him to her parents. They serve a heartful meal and let him stay here, as the village has many empty rooms. But Dariel is guilty, because as a demon he is living among one of the greatest enemies, humans. Her father is an adventurer and a member of the village guild's master. He offers him a job serving the village as an adventurer. His responsibilities are to collect herbs, protect the village, and kill demons. But Dariel resists registering as an adventurer, because this registration is valid only for humans. However, Malika pricks his finger and forcefully registers him. Registration includes a unique imprinting of a star at the back of the hand. And Dariel is at rank E. Surprisingly, Dariel's demonic identity is not revealed without any apparent cause, so he is also confused to see. In the following scene, Dariel is out on the testing ground. Malika's father talks about aura, the fundamental attribute a human is born with. Humans then infuse this aura into their fighting skills. 4 basic types of skills based on the aura of a human are slash, hit, protect, and sting. Each person who possesses any of these will test Dariel's type. Starting with slash, he exceptionally slices a huge lumber in one strike. Holding a sword is a great feeling for him, which he never experienced in his Demon King army. Malika's father is amazed to see his abilities. Secondly, they test his sting type skill using a bow and arrow. He hits the apple so hard that it creates a blast in the air. This is unbelievable for them, because an ordinary person cannot possess these types simultaneously. In addition, holding these weapons for the first time is even more mesmerizing. The next test is to hit a large stone and the results are unexpected, because he is exceptional this time also. The next point is to protect, and he remarkably covers a tiny wooden block against a large steel hammer. The steel hammer is punctured, but the wooden block is intact. This is very strange that he never possesses an inch of magic all his life and possesses all attributes of a human aura. Malika's father bows his head in front of Dariel and asks him to join the Center Guild Academy, because this village is not according to his attributes and standards. However, Dariel refuses to join the organization, because he wants to serve the village, which sheltered him when no one was to help. Now, they welcome him warmly the following day and assign him the first task as an adventurer. His rank has been upgraded to D, because he hunted the most dangerous monster. In the meantime, a young boy named Gashida enters here aggressively, because he can't bear anyone doing good as an adventurer than him. He wants to be the top adventurer of the time. Hence, he is out on the first assigned task, finding a medical herb. Malika wants to join in because he is not aware of the routes. They are searching for the herb, but Malika seems robust and more potent. She also wants to be an adventurer as an adult, although she has already learned many skills like climbing, fighting, and searching. She requests Dariel to call her by name instead of saying Miss. He agrees and Malika hugs him. Just then Dariel notices a deer hiding in the bushes. It seems cute but instantly turns aggressive, turning its eyes red and furious. It attacks a demonic lying nearby. Their fight is terrific to see, between a deer and a demon. Malika wants to hunt deer and demons for dinner. Scene changes to the village, where they present the hunted animals in front of the village. The demon was the assigned task of Gashida, which is now hunted by Dariel. So, he is so jealous to see it. Several days have passed, and Dariel has been used to the place, but Gashida is still annoyed with him. and Dariel talks to Malika's father about his weird behavior. However, he is drowned in deep thoughts about a new task. It is for a C rank or above adventurer, a Blaze Death Scythe. This is not a responsibility of a small town village to fight that dangerous demon. So, Malika's father has sent a note to the guards, and they have built a large cordon already. However, Geshida is a D rank adventurer, who steps into the other party's place to fight the demon alone. Now, Dariel takes responsibility for bringing Geshida back. Malika wants to join, but he refuses to take her to the dangerous place. She offers some medicinal herbs to take along. He sets off on his journey, and the air turns smoky with the thunder and lightning effect. Dariel also has a bad feeling about something. However, he notices a strange appearance at a distance, and then Geshida appears out of nowhere. He is screaming out loud to run and escape, because the real danger is behind. It is the gaze of Death Scythe sneaking behind it. Dariel prepares himself for the fight, because he can't let it kill innocent humans. Geshida expects to kill the enormous gaze Death Scythe with his bow and arrow, but this tiny arrow can't do much. So, he takes out a sword and jumps over the demon. A strong aura is felt around him, and Geshida is stunned to witness this much strong aura as an E-rank adventurer. He slices it in half, but it is still attacking aggressively. It is continuously rustling here and there anxiously. It raises its tail and forcefully throws it on Geshida. But Dariel comes in between and protects him with his shield, but its tail has shattered his weapon. It is divided into several pieces, but Dariel has not accepted defeat yet. He is constantly confused about whether to use the sting or hit to defeat it. However, choosing both is the advantage. He picks up a split piece of the weapon and throws it into the throat of the gaze Death Scythe. It is exploded in the stomach, and an enormous repulsion force bursts out of its inner organs. He is gasping but glad to see the results. However, a sensitive task awaits him. The gaze Death Scythe bites Geshida and he is poorly injured. However, one thing is relieving, that he has the medicines with him. He has excellent knowledge about the blood-staunching medicinal herb and aids him. The following day, a heartful meal is prepared for Dariel. Meanwhile, Geshida enters in a cheerful mood, which is amazing for all. His resentful thoughts have been vanished, and he is willing to work under Dariel from now onwards. Scene changes to the Four Generals, where a girl is accounted to explain a failed mission. Because she fails in scouting a hero's party and flees away shamelessly, she puts all the blame on the new assistant, Dark Soldier. The Four Generals' protection, health, and accounts are in constant trouble. One suggests rehiring the Dark Soldier Dariel, because he always completes his tasks on time. He used to work so diligently, even without being noticed anywhere. But others don't like the suggestion and burst into anger. On the other hand, Dariel is worried about all the responsibilities he used to perform in the Demon Army Academy. Although Dariel's new life is going smoothly except for Geshida, who continuously teases him with unnecessary grants. Malika is even more passionate about him, and she treats him like a toy. She hugs him so loud that he faints and gets bruised. There is only one thing that is stressing him out. It's a hidden mystery in this village. The following day, he inquires about all the empty houses in the village. Malika's father asks him to bring the map. He finds Malika crying, but a little consoling is enough. She brings the map for them, and her father points out a mithril mine near this village. This mine holds a gem called mithril, which is best for making weapons. But the strength of this gem is not comparable to any product in the world. This village serves as the communicating route for the mithril mine. Hundreds of years ago, demons snatched the mithril mine from humans by fighting. Humans try a lot to get it back but can't. Demons use this powerful gem to build their magical weapons. So, gradually this village fainted, and people left the place because of scarce resources. Dariel is gloomy to hear all about it. So, he decides to visit his place to see what's happening with the Four Generals and his old workplace. Also, he wants to get a little help for the people of this village. He enters the place, but there is no one, and he moves to the mithril mine. He encounters several knockers, who are mini creatures designed to serve demons. They are responsible for extracting the gems from the mine and serving the Demon King's army. They are so excited to see their beloved master Dariel back, and line up to get a pat from him. But in the meantime, their new master appears and Dariel hides somewhere. When the new master brutally insults the knockers, one of them jumps and attacks him. But he turns aggressive and orders his troops to kill all of them. They use a powerful technique of breath forth endless clear blades against these powerless creatures. Dariel is sure they can't defeat the troops, so he comes in between. Covering his face with a filthy cloth, he steps in to counter the decisive magical combats. He challenges them to a fight and uses his sword to encounter them. They use the final crimson rays of sunset as their initial attack, but Dariel encounters extreme concentration. Moreover, Dariel wants to stop them from fighting. He tries to realize their true identity by making them aware of the rules of the Demon King's army. According to the rules, the combats cannot kill any non-combatant, because it would be considered murder. However, the new Dark Soldier is annoyed. He doesn't care about the rules and commands them to attack him. They prepare themselves and start chanting Resonance of the Azure Skies to send the protection. In addition, they chant the final crimson rays of sunset to send the wisdom of the envoy. He has been working among them, so he knows about all these magical tricks. They will last for 20, 12, 17, and 10 seconds to attack even the robust demons. He uses the trick to aim from lower to highest chance and initiate fighting. He uses a mere sword to compete with the demonic magical tricks, which are unbelievable to encounter. The scenes are jaw-dropping for all that a human with no magic is dealing with all these robust magical chants. Then the combats use the droplets of morning stars, a piercing technique. However, Dariel is not fearful and bashes the attacking stars with a throw. The new assistant orders to change the magic spells to enchantment magic. They introduce the Oamum, a mighty rock hand. But Dariel slashes the rocky hand with a strike and it shatters into small pieces. In addition, he let the new assistant kneel and confess the defeat. Now, he begs for his life and runs away. He reveals that the General Bashbarza appointed him, because he has a friendly relationship with him. Dariel asks him to resign tomorrow morning. He is now the new owner of the Mithril Mine, and he promises the Knockers to lead them always. He announces the good news to Malika's father, and the prosperity of the Lux village is back. Scene changes to Lord Bashbarza, who is using Mithril's magical abilities to prepare a magical weapon. A green-haired girl enters in and informs about the stolen Mithril mine. He is shocked to hear that, because he was expecting more Mithril for his weapon. Also, the Demon King owes an apology for making this weapon without permission. He is attacked brutally by the Demon King, who is actually a woman. She has just opened an eye, and endurance is difficult for him. She calls him stupid twice and mentions the name of Dariel, especially for praise. Lord Bashbarza comes out in anger and bursts a portion of the academy. Malika and Dariel are delighted to see their village getting busier every day. She confesses her love feelings for him, but a fight interrupts. He finds some high-ranked adventurers from Campbell Town. They are here to know about the rumors about the Mithril mine. Dariel says that it was just a pint of luck. Knowing that he is a D-ranked, they believe it is a stroke of good luck. However, after a few minutes, Gashida spit out about the gay's deathshift. Their eyes pop out when they learn about the power of Dariel, and they start cheering for him. They have no choice at all except to consider him a rank adventurer. At the dinner table, Gashida discusses the day's events, which disheartens Malika. She sets out on fire to kill the Campbell Town's adventurers, but Dariel stops her from absurd reactions. She mistakenly calls him husband, and Malika's father respects her daughter's decision. However, Gashida also wants to marry him. In the next scene, Mr. Bretford wants Dariel's assistance in talking with the Knockers. Lately, he tried to talk to them, but they were not trusting anyone after such horrible experiences with the demons. Dariel accepts the request, and Knockers instantly agree to listen to Mr. Bretford's requests. In the meantime, the Demon Army Academy has generated an announcement to compel the Knockers to continue working with them. Dariel notices something off and runs towards them. Instead of harmful soldiers, he finds his friend Rizit. He informs that the management system of the Demon Army's academy has been ruined. Only Dariel was able to listen to the lame demands of the 4 army generals. Now, everything has been destroyed. Dariel has finally accepted that he is a human, but he wishes to keep it a secret for both friends. Rizit's lips are sealed. He wants him back in the Demon Army's academy because he can handle the situations well. But he refuses. Instead, Rizit uses a magic spell and makes him unconscious in a static whirlpool. However, this spell is broken by him, and he still refuses, but he has a better plan. They meet the Center Guild Campbell Town and offer a friend trade between the demons and the humans. Humans will sell the mithril to demons at 2 times the market price rate. He has a trustworthy demon representative Rizit for the deal finalization. Mr. Bretford likes the idea and discusses the finances and accounts details. Both demons and humans are desirable and honorable for Dariel, as the demon has played a great role in his upbringing, and now humans have provided him with a living. In the next scene, an arrogant member of the Camperbull Town misbehaves with the Dariel, because he is getting more fame than anyone. In addition, the Lux village has snatched their defense of the Mithril mine. He blames Dariel for all this. Meanwhile, Malika rushes into him with teary eyes and reveals that an old man is trying to harass her. Dariel turns red with anger and finds an old man who touches her. He is a smith and calls Dariel incompetent. Malika is never going to spare his life for that compliment. However, Dariel tries calming her and conversing with the smith. He informs that Dariel's sword is not a worthy weapon. He touches his hands and discovers that his aura is at the maximum of all types. He takes an interest in his fighting and swordsmanship. He analyzes the processing and forging skills of the mithril at their supply shop and shares some tips. In addition, he prepares a prototype sword to test his skills. Like always, he is best at everything. Smith has mentioned a dream of preparing a weapon for Dariel with a mithril gem. But one thing is distressing: he needs a pint of magic for preparation. However, he owns no source of it. Although, Dariel thinks of a plan and calls his demon friend Rizet. He risks his life and agrees to help the humans just for once. However, Smith needs the magic just for once. In the next scene, a member of Campbelltown invites him to join their center guild and get a chance to grow in a better place. At his refusal, he turns hostile towards him and challenges a duel battle by throwing his glove ritual. Malika's father reveals that a duel fight is terrifying to fulfill personal grudges. A D-rank player will fight against a B-rank player like a cat and lion fight. In addition, killing in a duel fight doesn't pose any murder charges. Instead of predicting danger, Dariel accepts the challenge, and the battle starts. But before this, his magical mithril weapon is prepared. So, when he pulls out the weapon during the fight, it is just a simple-looking knife, but it does wonders. Dariel slits a huge rock into small pieces without any apparent movement. The competitor has loosened his confidence before the fight, but his arrogance is not allowing him to surround her. Dariel slices the shielding weapon into two halves in the very first attack. In the second attack, the competitor's weapon is shattered into pieces. However, he takes out a mithril sword, but the same happens with it. Smith reveals that Dariel's weapon can be molded by the aura. Dariel changes his weapon to a whip and breaks it in one throw. Also, the competitor flies off at a distance with a blasting throw. Now, Dariel has won the battle. Mr. Bradford and the team of the Center Guild kneel to him and accepts any punishment. But Dariel just wants a reconciliation to prepare the damaged houses. They invite him to join the Center Guild. He has a chance of finding his parents in Campbelltown. However, he rejects the invitation because he loves the Lux Village. In addition, he kisses Malika in the sauna, and now he has one more reason to stay. On the other hand, the father of Lord Bashbarza wants to talk to his son. He inquires about all the dealings of the four generals. Also, he is working on a fireball which is near completion. He once said, Dariel is the most fortunate thing to happen to Demon Army Academy, so he asks for his presence in the academy. He appointed his son as one of the four generals, because they had Dariel as their comeback. Lord Bashbarza tries to lie at this place, but he already knows how he fired Dariel long ago. To see his arrogance and pride, he thrashes him so hard that he makes a hole in the wall. He orders him to bring Dariel back, or his seat as general is in danger. However, Lord Bashbarza turns aggressive, believing he can't depend on the trash Dariel, because he has to build himself strongly to rule the place. In the next scene, Malika's parents find Dariel with her daughter in the sauna, probably all night. Dariel is so embarrassed and confused at the same time. He thinks about talking about his marriage until Malika's father talks about something like that, but he spits out rubbish and confusion. In an instant, he wants Dariel to keep up with the responsibilities of the Center Guild and mayor of the Lux Village, because he is the best match for it. Before all these things, he asks for Malika's hand for marriage. They are more than happy to accept the proposal. Thinking of marriage excited both of them. A year has passed and Smith has died. Dariel is married to Malika and living like a mayor in the house with their only son Grant. The demon hero has come to visit the Lux Village and to trade some mithril. Dariel thinks that the Demon King is someone with a beard and a ferocious personality. However, he is a girl who likes children and does cheating to behave like a Hero King. Hero King and her team are welcomed at the Dariel's place and they see Grant. Hero King wants to play with him, but he is mischievous and starts teasing her by anonymously touching her breasts. All are embarrassed to see. The next morning, Hero King wakes up, but she behaves like a sleeping queen without noticing that it's the mayor's house. But when she realizes this, she instantly turns professional and dresses up like a lady. Her behavior is strange. Anyhow, she mentions the two objectives of visiting the Lux Village. The first is to get the mithril weapons. They visit the forging place and are amazed to see mithril's extraction and preparation. Second, they need one member to add to their team. For this, they have arranged a hero selection tournament. This is an amazing battle between the 3 team members of the Hero King against the 26 fighters. They open up their weapons and surround 3 of them. However, they are amazing at their skills and defeat all of them in one go. They are celebrating the victory, but the Hero King feels an aura. It is Geshida who throws arrows at the hero. but her analytical skills are so strong that she makes him lose instantly. Since last year, Gashida's rank has improved to B, but still, he has no strong aura. He is ashamed, but Dariel consoles him. In the meantime, the Hero King challenges Dariel to have a one-to-one fight, but Dariel has been promoted from the adventurer's place and is now a mayor only. However, the Hero King feels a stronger aura in his personality. Without a real answer, she sets a battleground between them. Dariel is good at defense, so he escapes the first unexpected attack. The Hero King is involved in battling. She uses an old worn-out technique. This technique is Sky Rend, and Dariel has witnessed it several times. This is the same technique used by an old brat, a Hero King with a beard, when Dariel encounters him. However, he tries to neutralize it. The defensive attack causes great repulsion and a blasting appearance. The Hero King wants him to join the team so that they can fight and get pieces of equipment from the Center Guild. But Dariel refuses the offer because he wants to see his son growing up. Also, he has other matters to handle at the Lux Village. He is happy in his small world. In addition, he recalls General Doroy, who used to like Dariel when he was a dark soldier. He can't hold swords against the Demon King's army. The members of the Hero King team observe Dariel all day. He is busy consoling people, playing with children, and protecting the Lux Village. The Hero King wants to have a conversation with Dariel and asks for his help in avenging her father's death. She exclaims that one day, she found her father murdered by the Demon King's army. She notices the same defensive skill her father used to use when neutralizing attacks. She is suspicious that Dariel is hiding something about his real personality, but Dariel doesn't reveal anything. He consoles her father's murder and explains that everyone wants to protect their family, so it is the Demon King's army. Therefore, there is no need to battle around and be strong to spread love everywhere. The Hero King is impressed to see his firm personality and appoints him as her teacher. Dariel agrees to train her as strong as himself. On the other hand, the four generals are doing nothing to protect the Demon King's army. General Doroy is continuously hiring spies to find Dariel, but she can't find him. Alternatively, another lady general finds Dariel's place. After this episode ends, watch the video of left side if you have missed previous video. Also, subscribe to Annie Summary for more anime recaps.